I carefully examine my surroundings. Even in the dim light of my study, which silently cradles the small world I've created, an aura of mysticism begins to seep in. The room, filled with shelves of books, seemed oddly silent, as if the air held its breath in anticipation. The tiny details I never noticed before struck me with newfound clarity. The soft rustling of paper, the flickering shadows created by my desk lamp, the delicate tick-tock of the clock in the corner. I rose from my chair, my fingers brushing against the surfaces of the spines of books, ancient and modern, fiction and nonfiction. Each one felt like a potential door, a whisper of untold stories. The note's solemn warning echoed in my mind, "Trust your instincts, but proceed with caution." The room felt both sacred and foreboding, possessing an energy I couldn't quite name. I picked up the fluttered note from the floor tenderly, weighing its significance. My gaze returned to the book on my desk, its pages openly displaying the chapter I had been reading. What if the protagonist's journey, described so vividly, was not just ink on paper but an actual chronicle of the choices that led someone to leave this very note? With a deep breath, I placed the note back into the book, as if returning it to a sacred vault, then sat down and turned slowly to the next page. As the words came into focus, the air seemed to thicken, the room becoming a realm apart from the mundane world outside. Each line drew me deeper into a narrative that felt, in a strange and inexplicable way, like my own story unfolding in real time. The text described a darkened doorway, an entrance that shimmered between visibility and obscurity. The protagonist, now somehow distinctly me, was standing at the threshold. The weight of the decision to step through felt palpably intense, and then my lamp flickered out, plunging the room into darkness. I gasped, my heart racing, but I knew what I needed to do. Guided by an internal compass, perhaps sharpened by that hastily scrawled note, I reached out into the darkness, feeling my way forward. The journey had begun. The gravity of the moment settled around me like a cloak, heavy and insistent. My hand brushed against the cool doorknob, and I hesitated, the darkness pressing in with a nearly tangible presence. The glimpse of text now imprinted in my mind spoke of ancient paths and forgotten journeys, of destinies intertwined with magic and mystery. Taking a breath to steady myself, I turned the knob, and the door creaked open with an eerie yet inviting groan. As I crossed the threshold, the atmosphere shifted. The stifling air of my study was replaced by the crisp, invigorating breeze of an unknown place. Pale moonlight illuminated a cobblestone path ahead, leading towards a forest that whispered secrets with every sway of the trees. The night was quiet, yet alive with 1,000 silent murmurs, each one beckoning me forward. I glanced back, seeing my study's outline blurred at the doorway, a part of a world that now seemed distant and unreachable. The weight of the book in my hand felt reassuring, a constant in this surreal transition. I moved forward, heart thudding in synchrony with each step. The note's ominous advice echoed continuously in my mind, a constant reminder to trust yet tread carefully. Ahead, a small clearing began to emerge, bathed in moonlight, and at its center stood an ancient stone archway covered in ivy, emanating a soft, otherworldly glow. It was as if the very fabric of reality had stretched thin, offering a glimpse into another plane of existence. With a deep breath, I approached, the note a talisman in my pocket, propelling my journey through the ethereal portal. The adventure, it seemed, was only just beginning.